This segment is sponsored by Legacy Retirement Group.
And yes, we are going to talk finances, and specific to women, because more than 25 million single women in the U.S. are over the age of 45. Managing finances can be a real challenge, so we'll talk to Legacy Retirement Groups, both Greg and to Kristen, about that. Whether you're divorced, single, widowed women, this is a conversation for you. But first, we have some visitors.
Well, it's an interesting topic to talk about. We have no school today, and I could not stay home.
Women have different problems. That's right.
Especially when we're both in the business. It's very hard when there's a quick call off.
Introduce the kids, Greg.
We have Jaden, Christian, and Cameron.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well done, Greg. Just checking on you.
You didn't mix them up.
You guys are going to hang out today? All right. Well, we're sorry. The only one who can watch you is Cameron. He's right over there. So
follow me.
don't worry. The place is covered in cameras.
They're gonna have
You'll
too
be
much
okay.
fun.
You'll be okay. Let's talk about women in retirement. More and more women are working.
Absolutely.
So now it's time for women to take a kind of an active role in maybe places they hadn't before with finances.
Yeah, there's been a giant shift. And of course, you know, when we talk about single women, a lot of times we're talking about divorcees. But anymore, recently, there's more and more career-driven women that just stay single. They decide not to get married, so they deal with a single income in their household, whether they're divorced or just never married. Now, one of the big challenges that I see women face is that typically women's earning potential peaks in their early 40s, whereas men's peaks in their late 50s. So if you think about it, when a woman usually takes off from work, it's in her early to mid 30s for child rearing and child care and dealing with the home stuff. And so that's right before that peak happens.
Oh, that's bad
So then
news.
you go back to work and you're making less money. So that is a conundrum that we face when we talk about retirement planning.
Can't put as much away if you're not earning as much.
That's right. So what do you inform women of? What do they do?
Well, you really have to work hard and a little harder and plan a little smarter, because you're only going to have one Social Security check or one pension. You're only going to have one 401k or one savings vehicle that you can depend on to get you through retirement. So you're going to have to plan really smart.
Right. Are you seeing, though, the pendulum swing in a different direction more so now?
We are. We do see a lot of married couples where the woman brings home more than the husband, and or maybe they're more financially savvy and do a lot of the planning and the money management themselves. But the main thing we like to focus on is making sure that you have a smart plan, because you are maybe a single income or a single retirement fund household, and so you need to be a little more careful. Just because you need to gain more at a higher rate doesn't mean you need to take on more risk.
And statistically, women are living longer than men.
They are.
Absolutely. But you know, Sean, I met with about 3 weeks ago a single lady that it was during a snow day, so Kristen couldn't be there, but a single lady, she was divorced, and she was really a driven young woman, still just in her late 50s, saved over $1 million, all on her own, had done a wonderful job, but the problem was 95% of that money was in stocks. So there was a lot of risk there on the table. And so what we had to do was help her understand how to diversify risk.
There's a lot to that. And so what are we offering today?
Full-blown retirement income plan, or actually full-blown retirement plan. So all-encompassing, looking at all the areas, the estate planning piece, making sure your insurance is in order, making sure your investments are in order, and really kind of going under the surface and making sure everything's tied down for your retirement.
Okay, the number is on the screen right there. And don't forget, if you don't call today, the first 5 there, you can always reach out to Greg and Kristen Taylor at LegacyRetirementGroup.com. Except Kristen, they're going to be busy today with the kids.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting day.
Okay, we'll go to break and be right back.
Where are the kids?
Cameron.
Oh, no.
We were counting on you.